All right. So we had a nice outing. We were out for several hours. Got to see quite a bit of different scenery and up and down some hills, and we did shoot some guns. But what was your take on the whole situation?
Well, I appreciate the learning experience. I thought it was really it was interesting. It was fun. I had a good time, even though we didn't catch anything today. I got to learn a lot along the way, and I got a great opportunity to ask a lot of questions.
So what was some of the key things you learned?
First, I would say, we went over some of the safety basics, which was really important. I think that's you can't ever hear that enough. I think one of the second things was know your animal, know when you're going to get out there. I liked getting out here today, but I think looking back on it, specifically with squirrels, I would have gone out there either earlier or later. And then lastly, I mean, just to keep asking as many questions as you possibly can. And yeah, just get out there and have fun.
Exactly. Get out there and have fun. What was some of the things that I was doing while we were walking through?
What were some of the things that you were doing?
Yeah.
While we were walking through? You were providing some feedback along the way, whether it was like the way I was holding the firearm. You were making fun of Jason a lot.
Okay, cut.
I'm just kidding. I'm just messing. No, but yeah, and then also
Now, what was some of the things that I was looking at? And I would stop. And I kept pointing out.
Well, for starters, like there was a lot of droppings, I guess, that indicated like what kind of wildlife was around. Some of the clear brush areas were very telling about like what kind of traffic comes through here. And then also just, figuring out stuff for deer season and kind of getting ahead of it and seeing where you're seeing a lot of trails, which is something that I learned today.
Yeah, he never realized that animals actually make paths through the woods.
Yeah.
Like our streets.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I thought that was really cool.
So if you had to give a piece of advice, what would it be?
If I had to give a piece of advice to somebody who is in my position is, I mean, aside from just ask as many questions as you possibly can, I mean, I would say on your own time, try to get as comfortable as you can with your own firearm or whichever firearm you look to use, and see if you can actually use that firearm before you go out and purchase it. Because I got to shoot a shotgun for the first time today. I got to shoot a .22 rifle, and if in my excitement I would have just gone and bought it. But I think if you have somebody who has some equipment that you could borrow or use or just kind of feel out, I think that definitely would go into my decision making.
So you were real big on, and was ready to pull a trigger on a 308.
Yeah,
earlier.
Exactly. Yeah. And then on a 22 today, I was like, whoa. But and so you got to work your way up. So take your time, just have fun, and just ask questions.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah,
You
thanks,
did good
Rob.
too.